Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing well. Thank you to my new subscriber. Hi, Karen. Thanks for subbing again on your new phone. Um, oh, it just makes me feel better anyway. So, like, my subscriber count went up anyway. So, no, I had a wonderful day. I went in shopping for my grandchildren and their mom and dad, and gonna send them some stuff and yeah, I'll get it packed up and sent out. And it's always fun. I like giving my kids stuff, whatever I can. I'd give them the world if I could. Oh, speaking of that, I talked to both my sons today, texting, but the my oldest, Luke said as soon as he directly confronted Satan, his life like just went to hell, like Satan just started tearing his family up, ripping them up, And I said, "Oh, I really understand that. I really, truly understand that." I still got some hatred towards that issue, not towards individual people, but the entity that has always tried to kill me. So to me, it's nothing new. But I told him he's always wanted you dead. He whose ever soul he can get. That's the name of his game. So yeah. But we had a really really nice talk, and then my other one got on there and was telling me he got a really good union job and good benefits, and so things are looking up for both of them, and that's always good news. So it was a beautiful day here. It snowed last night and this morning, but then it was about 50 degrees and it's sunny, so everything melted pretty good. We still have piles of snow around, and there's still some ice on the lake, and but the rivers are open, so because of the movement of the water. So yeah, it's been pretty nice day. Can't complain. So anyway, um, let's see what else is going on. Oh, I don't know. Really, not too much. I didn't catch a lot of the news, and I watched Lionel today, Robin, and that's it. So yeah, I might turn something on in a while here, kick back before I gotta make supper. So I got some easy stuff to make. So um, I'm gonna have chicken nuggets and French fries and mozzarella sticks, like three of them maybe or something. So yeah, just easy, easy meal. Throw it in the oven and it's done. That type of thing. So yeah, but yeah. Um, I wish I could tell you the stuff I got, but if I did, then they'd know before they got it, so I can't. But yeah, I got some really cool stuff for everybody. So, one thing I did get for myself was a few more solar lights. I got one that's shaped like a flower, and I have one hummingbird. I think I can fix it. It's a solar light hummingbird. That's my favorite one, but it's pretty wore out. It's sort of old, but I might be able to fix it. So I'll be checking into that. And then I got some more stuff to grow. I got some red bell pepper and green bell pepper, and the orange and yellow them ones too, and some lettuce and some radishes to put in the ground too. So then we're gonna get a bunch of seeds and just keep them in a jar in case we need them for anything. So, if something, the power goes out and people can't get to the store, that type of thing. So, yeah. Luckily, I know how to fish and grow things, and not everybody knows how to do all them things. So, life could be a bit rough for some, you know. I don't know. I'd venture to say when people like Hillary Clinton was down in Haiti taking all the people's money and not helping the Haitians down there, which is a crime that she hasn't been prosecuted for yet. I would venture to say when she was finagling her books and I was growing something, I have a better chance of not starving to death if the power grid goes down than she does, because not your everyday common person is going to help somebody that hurt a lot of people like that. Plus, I know in my heart there's a lot more dastardly deeds that they haven't atoned for yet. So, her and her husband. And that goes back to my most disgusting time with our government. Not just the Vietnam War. I guess that's number one disgust right there. The length of the war and the many thousands of people that died. But tens of thousands on both sides. But Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky, that was about the most gross offense of our government leadership that I ever saw in my life. And these people are still walking around with a smile on their face. It's a little disturbing, daunting, I guess. It still bothers me. Yeah, it does. What a creep. Creeps. Creepy people. I gotta honestly say, if it was only one radish and I could give it to a nice person or somebody like that, that nice person's getting that radish. So I would even give it to a nice person before I ate it myself. That's how I am. So I literally have in my life went without and gave to somebody else right in front of me. And I knew I'd be okay. I knew God would provide for me somehow and that I would be okay, because I don't worry like that. I used to worry about stuff, I guess, when I was in my 20s. I worried more. Um, but it really doesn't get you anywhere. Now that I just have faith, like I told Doug, so what if I spend this here or spend that there on somebody else? I know I'm going to get it back in the long run, because that's how God works with me. He's like, um, I mean, it doesn't even really need to be said to me, but, you know, um, oh, everybody's different, I guess is a way to put that nicely, you know. And I see some of the meanest people in the world starting to soften up, and that's good news. I think there's a lot of good going on out in the world. I really do. So, you know. So anyway, but yeah, my oldest son, he's concerned about Satan beating on his family like that, and um, oh, I told him, once you challenge that, first off, you don't even have to, and he's still gonna give you a bad time. But as long as we don't act on anything he's trying to chatter in our head, it's like, out of here. And the more you brush it away, the easier it gets to brush away. It's just like a fly, swipe it away, and you know that's about how that works. Just like that. So it's the people that act upon the bad suggestions and then they own it. So, but I expect that to start changing. I really do. I see improvement. I really do. So, yeah. Let's see. Geez. Oh, I'm just dying to show people stuff. I don't know, everybody, or not everybody, but there's a lot of people that have grandkids that want to get them Easter stuff and all that. And, you know, it's just exciting because I haven't been around all of them. So to be able to do something for them is really a good thing. So, and I think now too in their lives they need it more than ever. So I heard my oldest son say something I knew I would hear, and really the most precious words I might have ever heard. But that he said, "You were right all along." Well, I know, you know, just that he's just now realizing why Satan wanted to take him out so bad, because he always had God in his heart. There was even a point of time where he tried to tell me there was no God, and we had a discussion about it, and I knew someday, that God would show him different. I just knew that anyway. But even at that moment, he was a good person in his soul. Um, I wouldn't even call him lost or fallen. I would call him attacked and beaten. And then when you have a whole bunch of bad things happen to you, sometimes it's really easy to say that there is no God, because you wonder why in God's green earth did all this bad stuff happen to me. But I told him, if you look at it like you're being trained. So he asked me if I felt like I was a Christian or a spiritual warrior. Sorry about that, everybody. And I said, "Ooh, sorry. Ooh." Um, Thought I had that turned off. Um, I don't really believe in a religion, but I believe in Christ, um, and yes, I am a warrior and a spiritual warrior. And he said he is also, and he believes in the Trinity. And it's like, yeah, I knew that. Even when he was a little kid, I knew that. And my other son does too. He's still young enough where he's sort of struggling, but I know he'll come out of it too. He'll be all right. I mean, he believes in God, there's no doubt. So all is good, ultimately. So, you know. So, what's everybody's weather like? Are you getting some sunshine and all that? Um, yeah, like I was saying about Richie from Boston. I mean, I hate to differ with people. I mean, differ in the sense that I believe that they're passing out some bull crap and expecting people to buy it. And I just know that springtime around large bodies of water create clouds. And so when you hear these people saying, well, we don't have any sun and whatever, I mean, it was cloudy yesterday because it snowed, and now today, I mean, even during the snow, the sun was trying to come out. So, excuse me. So I don't know. Yeah, kind of have a little bit of a headache, which reminds me I should take a couple of aspirins. When I was shopping there, I was buy a bunch of scented stuff like different soaps and stuff like that. I'm allergic to so many things like that. When you get in like a store and you're confined, it's like, holy smokes, the smells of everything. It's radical. Do you ever walk down like the air freshener aisle? They have like a gazillion air fresheners, different kinds, and dryer sheets and different soaps and everything, and you can just smell them all, and it's like, wow, wicked. you know, and I kind of have a tendency to go for the milder, um, not necessarily non-scented stuff, but I don't like real radical stuff. There's um, a thrift shop by me, and I don't know what kind of detergent they use to like clean their stuff, or if they use those like forever it smells on your clothes type of stuff. I forget what they call them, like Downy Forever. But um, if I get something there, even after I wash it like several times, it's like forever smelling just like that. So whatever they use. I guess it could be worse. It could smell terrible, and but after a while, it kind of does. It's the worst is when you're working and you're in an area and people come in, or if you're like confined in an area and somebody comes in with some like cologne or something, it just about knocks you off your feet. They like poured it on, it's like, wow. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. And I got my horse and my chicken a loaf of French bread from Walmart, and they love that. He took the chicken down by the wood pile when the horse was chewing on hers with her back turned, and the chicken just ate as much as she could with the horse not getting all of it. And so they love that. It's just funny the way they both eat it is, I mean, we tear it in chunks. We used to just let the horse have a loaf, but she's getting older too, so and it's just funny the way the chicken will grab a chunk and shake it and then she'll go after it, and it's cute. I'll have to show that to you sometime. It's very funny. There wasn't an egg today. She was a little bit cold, but I had one yesterday and a couple days in a row. Sometimes it's been like every other day when it gets above like well, when in the summertime, I guess I'll go back to getting maybe 2 eggs a day, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. I did go out and check out, I don't know if I told you, I checked out that motorhome, and yeah, it is water damaged and it's beat up pretty bad. It would have to have a new roof or something put on it, but even like, I mean, it would have to be cleaned up extremely, like, which I might do. I don't know. I'm thinking about taking part of it because it has skylights and making it into like a greenhouse, so or like a hot house, you know. So I'll see. Not sure yet because Doug's gonna cut like part of it off, or he has plans to, or he doesn't know if he sells it first for the motor or whatever. It just was such a good deal. It was hard to pass up because the generator is like a couple $1,000 generator, just that alone. So yeah, that's now we have two generators, which is kind of cool. So anyway, are you familiar with a man named Gerald Morand or Moran? Moran, I think it's Morand. He makes it's not an alternator or a generator, it's a self sustaining power source. Once it gets going, it works like an alternator and a generator within it. I think he calls it self-sustaining. He literally sold the patent to, what was it, Chinese? Bought it because the United States wouldn't pick it up. There's some of these people that make these things like that, and the United States doesn't want to do anything with the patent, but he had another country pick it up, and they're actually going to be making them for sale for people. You can power your own home on this little tiny device about yay big. He spent like, I can't remember what he said for, and I'm not going to say for sure the amount of time. He spent years in prison, and while he was in there, all he did was study and with electronics and whatnot. And um, warning, if you do find him, his language gets a bit rough, and he's Romanian, and it sounds like really strong and just radical. But I knew Doug would like the intelligence of the man, so when I ran across his work, I sent that to Doug. So um, maybe I'll look it up and put one in my liked videos. It's interesting. He actually explains to you how he made his device, and if you have enough electronical know-how, you can literally make that for yourself. So yeah, it's just like with copper wire and batteries and salt, you can generate electricity, so stuff like that. What I think is most fascinating is when I went to a silver mine in, I think it was in Montana, but it might have been South Dakota, because they have gold mines there too, but I think it might have been South Dakota. But they had, and I panned for gold that day too. It was a really fun day. But uh, they had water wheels and chutes. So the water would come down the chute and go onto the wheel like a mill and generate electricity to power all their stuff and the water that they would use to rinse the whatever they were taking out of the ground. I think it was a silver mine, but they had all these wooden chutes and water wheels, and I've seen where people have taken that and generated electricity like that. There was something like that in Mother Earth News, which is really, really a cool place for. We've got like all the magazines from way back when, but they're online now, and you can go in their library. You can look up everything and anything having to do with living off the land. And they were making biofuel back in, I'm going to say, I bet it was 1968 or 69, that long ago. So that's kind of interesting. Let's see what else is going on. I don't know. That might be about it. I just, yeah, maybe the aspirins will kick in. I'll feel a little better here. Excuse me. Still gonna roll some cigarettes tonight and kick back a little bit, and thought I'd do my video a little bit earlier. It literally has been taking a couple hours to upload, which is like, even last week I did like might have been like a 10-minute video or something, and it took almost an hour to upload. I don't understand, but that's okay. Huh. Anyway. Oh, I noticed last night I had said something about the flat moon and earth and whoever wanted to believe anything. And then I kind of mumbled, and what I said was, like, I really don't care, and it could be everything above, but I noticed I mumbled, so please forgive me. I'm trying not to do that. I don't realize I'm speaking that quietly, so yeah. Anyway, well, I'll cut this one off. I'll say God bless your day or night wherever you're at. Thank you for joining me. I do have some things pertaining to Christianity that isn't really anything new, probably, but maybe more digging into the words. And I think now, um, I think the world's going to start getting a whole lot less evil. I really just sense it. Um, Whoa, did you? Okay, I know you had to see that. All I went like this. I didn't, my hands were like this on my knee. Well, okay, I said the world's gonna change. I sense it, and the lighting changed. That's just, that to me was kind of like a sign. So, anyway, it's a crazy world, isn't it, people? And yeah, electricity within our bodies and everything is a real thing. So, um, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, all right, everybody, I love you very much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night, day, wherever you're at.